we've got kickoff ready to go on this Saturday afternoon here in Wilson, North Carolina. Bear Huggins will handle that, and off we go on a Saturday in northeastern North Carolina. Will be a touchback. You know, Bear Huggins had that great Saturday, and there they are, Sly. Keys to the game. What you looking at?
Here it is for both teams. You want to control the ground.
3rd and 9 from the 43. Here's Phillips. Phillips gets mobile, still keeping those eyes downfield. Now he's got pressure coming, and Phillips will get sacked. Colby Anderson pursued him the whole time and then brought him down, and it's 4th down as Barton's defense makes up for that early gain, and the Newberry quarterback gets pressured by Anderson.
And it was kind of a game-time decision that he wasn't going to play today.
Next drive will start at the 25-yard line here for Newberry. This is Desashore who gets it on the quick toss by Braden Phillips, the quarterback. Phillips moved around, found Desashore, which is probably going to be a pretty popular target today, and he picks that up for a 1st down gain, and in fact a yard extra. 11 yards on that, and a 1st down for Newberry. This Newberry team coming in after that disappointing 34-21 loss to Carson Newman this past Saturday, in which it was only a 2-point game entering the 4th quarter, and things got away from Newberry in that 4th quarter. Speaking of getting away, this pass is caught by Quanta Jackson from Braden Phillips. Jackson pulls it in for another 1st down catch, and with 7:40 to play in the opening quarter, Newberry is on the move on FloSports. And before we break, here's our potent quotable slice, a new thing we've got going on here on FloSports, and all the great work as usual by Grant Robertson and our whole team, Kelly McHugh, everybody that makes it possible. How about this right here from head coach Todd Knight for Newberry? You can read it on your screen, but we've had a lot of success, Todd Knight said earlier this week, against a 3-down look this season. He thinks their offensive line clicking right now, and he had some other things to say, but that was one of the ones that jumped out. One of the best, too, in Alex Gouda. Here is Lawson Reel, who will size up the field goal. Trying to get Newberry on the board for the first time this afternoon. Reel looking for 3, and he gets 3 points. And so it's 3-0 Newberry over Barton on the field goal make. 2:40 to go in the 1st quarter. We'll break for the first time on this Saturday on FloSports. We're back here on FloSports on this Saturday in Wilson, North Carolina, 3-0 Newberry. Late in the opening frame. Here is the potent quotable slide for Barton. Chip Hester earlier this week challenging the defense to create turnovers this week and challenging the offense to score more points. So an emphasis on defense, of course, wanting turnovers, none so far, and the offense trying to score more points. That's Chip Hester looking at the two-headed side of things there.
No question, and yet you still pushing in.
Jay Johnson in motion, goes to Terrell, and Johnson gives him a nice block. Here's Terrell looking for more, gets past midfield down to the 47-yard line of Newberry, and Jordan Terrell a 1st down and a whole lot more.
The vision by that young man. That play was supposed to go right off of the tackle's hip, right off of the tackle in between the tight end. He realized it wasn't there off the tackle, so he managed to follow his block and get a little bit to the outside and break that thing out for another 12, 13 yards after the line of scrimmage. Great run and great vision by that young man.
18 yards for Terrell. Has it now 2 yards to the good of Newberry territory. 1st and 10 from the 48. Jaquan Lynch fakes the handoff, now fires it to Gabe Heinzman. Look at Heinzman stay up, and he's pursued inside the 25-yard line. Heinzman making an appearance. Barton wants to get other receivers going. Number 82 is one of them.
You know, you talk about getting other receivers going, but the receiver that broke that open was Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson on the outside held his block. That allowed Highsmith to get to the outside.
Barton moving up tempo here. 1st and 10 from the 21. This is Jaquan Lynch, a stiff arm. He's got blocking on the outside. He steps out inside the 10-yard line. This Barton offense barely taking time for a breath, and now setting up 1st and goal.
Or you can give it to your All-American.
Yeah, that too. And Terrell will go in motion. Remember, he's starting to catch passes now. This, again, is to Gabe Heitzman. And Heitzman, who came into this Saturday with only one catch on the season, he's up to 3 catches on the day and a touchdown. Gabe Heitzman from Jaquan Lynch puts Barton up over Newberry 6-3. Where did this guy come from?
Hey, somebody find the offensive coordinator, get that man a raise.
Don't lock on to Taylor Swift if you're Travis Kelce. Keep your options open, Travis.
I don't know, she's worth $1 billion.
Good point. Here's Desha Shore with a almost millionaire type catch. He gets us inside the 40-yard line, out at the 36-yard line. There's your big chunk play, Desha Shore from Braden Phillips.
Oh, that young man, slippery, man. He need to go and check his jersey, make sure they didn't pour some olive oil over him. But he says when you move over one seat, it looks a whole lot different. So he wants to play 2 until he finds 1.
And it is Tolan who stays in, and he keeps it. Here he goes. Jai Tolan. Tolan is right at the 15-yard line and easily picks up that first down. I say easy, but Tolan was magnanimous that time in his running. He had a goal in mind, and that was a first down. That's right. Yeah, that is some Switzer right there for sure. 4th and 1 from the 6. Tolan handing off. Room. That's a touchdown. Dwayne Wright on the handoff from Tolan, and Wright gets a touchdown for Newberry. It's 9-6 Wolves. 8:23 to go in the second. There's your response touchdown.
140. He had, 146 last week?
Yeah, he bounced back. Oh, boy. This is Tyler Flippin. And Tyler Flippin will find Cameron Johnson. Johnson steps out inside the 10-yard line. Boy, talking about 2 quarterbacks for Newberry. How about the 2 for Barton? That was Flippin that time, working with Lynch, and ultimately finds the favorite target of both of them, Cameron Johnson.
And here's the thing. If you're Newberry, you have to be aware of the personnel. I have an All-American in the backfield. Let's give me a big fullback. They got a big H-back in the game. Let's give it, the quarterback sneaking on in there.
Lynch keeps. Lynch scores. Barton gets the lead right back, and this is Lynch's 8th rushing touchdown of the season. And just like last Saturday for Barton, when Terrell scored on 4th and 1 in that win over Tusculum, this Saturday, 1 week later, it's Lynch who scores on 4th and 1. And 4th and goal from the 1, and here's Barton now leading 12-10, and the extra point getting ready to happen here from Bear Huggins.
Having a strong quarterback also helps too.
That helps.
But it's also about that great offensive line play. Just having the offensive line get in there, just push forward.
Huggins gets the extra point. The good hold by Flippin. Another block try that time for Newberry. That time it was Kevon Gregory who almost got there to block it, but it's clean. 13-10, Barton over Newberry on FloSports.
Transfers and kids leaving to keep your squad together like that. And
there goes Phillips. And he got enveloped by Alex Gouda. And Gouda, who had a fumble recovery for a touchdown earlier this season, in fact, he did it against Chowan. He makes his presence known again here today against Newberry with a sack of Braden Phillips, big number 99 for Barton.
Yeah, this young man listed at 6'2".
Marking at the 43, still a first down. Here's Lynch who drops, setting up Terrell on a screen play. Here's Jordan Terrell. Look at this. We've got a new look for Barton. It's Terrell who is back to being a receiving back. That's a first down. Gets it to the 34-yard line of Newberry. And, man, Terrell, you start turning him into a receiving back, you got double trouble.
3 receivers on the outside. One should go out, and the other one should go in. Let's see what happens.
First and goal from the 2. Lynch looking, flipping, end zone touchdown, and that is Devon Adams. And Barton adds 6 more, 19-10, as Adams with the leap, the grab, and the party's on.
Cutting across the field.
3rd and 5 from the 7. Give again, goes to Wright, who kind of bounces his way through for the touchdown. Dwayne Wright with the score, and Newberry is 6 points closer. So here's another chance on third down for Barton secondary. And here's Tolan. One in motion is Deshaure. Tolan keeps. Tolan goes down. Again, it's Josh Nolan who makes his impact felt on back-to-back plays. That will go for no gain, and it's fourth down.
That's NWA. Body slam on that one right there.
3rd and 5, yeah, a little bit of gold dust in there too, maybe. Wow. 3rd down now for Barton. Lynch gives to Terrell. Terrell still up. Terrell past the 20 down to the 22-yard line. A rumble of 12 to get Barton out of momentary trouble.
This kid runs so hard.
Empty, and Terrell coming back in motion to stick alongside Lynch to the end zone and pulled in. Got a flag, but that could be one of the catches of the year. Zakville Smith pulls it in, and he darn near did it one-handed. Touchdown Barton, 26-17. Here we go. We're starting to add up the new targets for Lynch. Heinzman's got his first touchdown of the season. On Adams, his first touchdown of the season. Zakville Smith with his first touchdown of the season. So that's been the big story. Here is Huggins now looking for the extra point to make this a 10-point game. See if this one is clean. There's that block try, but it is up and good, and it splits them 27-17. Barton leads by 10. They've got their 10-point halftime lead back with 12:28 left in the fourth quarter right here on FloSports.
Appreciate you watching, Smitty.
3rd and 6. Smitty's getting ready to see this play here, too. Here's Lynch hanging in, going deep. Cameron J. Johnson caught it on the run. And it's a runaway touchdown for Barton as Johnson gets free, and he breaks it for 65 yards and a exclamation point strike for Barton. Deshaure this season just running with the football with some moves out there. Here is Tolan. Speaking of moves, he's got to put it on. Tolan still rumbling. He steps out close to the 10-yard line, picks up that first down, and saves the clock from running too.
You know, I always judge the stadium by the freebies they give to the media.
You get some good ones here. You also get some great football. Barton 34-17 over Newberry. These Bulldogs, they are grown up and playing the best football we've seen since Barton restarted the program 3 years ago. 5-1, 3-1 the South Atlantic Conference, and 3-0 here in Wilson here in 2023 as Barton wins it over Newberry. And Barton gets some revenge on the Wolves as well. They get a win against Newberry here at home today. There's Chip Hester and the rest of the Newberry staff down there. Chip Hester talked about by head coach Todd Knight earlier in the week. You know, they talk over the offseason. Great relationship between those coaches in a hard-fought game here today. We go final, and Barton wins it 34-17, the final, Sly. And, you know, to see what happened late with Cameron Johnson, that'll be one of the big highlights. And, of course, Terrell doing his thing, churned up the ground yardage, bled a lot of time off of the clock, but most importantly, a late stand for Barton defensively. That great stop by Webb to force the incompletion, the turnover on downs. And Barton is right there, one of the top teams in the South Atlantic Conference, making their case known.